Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Smackdown Live, and tonight we have a big opening contest, as it is Samoa Joe, Mr. Money in the Bank, taking on Matt Hardy in a no-holds-barred match, as it seems like there's a rivalry brewing between Samoa Joe and the Hardy Boys here tonight in London, England, for a very special episode of Smackdown. And this matchup right here should very well be one of the best matches we have here tonight. Samoa Joe has been targeting Jeff Hardy. I mean, you can kind of go back and forth with Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe back in the day on Monday Night Raw when they were kind of going back and forth for the Intercontinental Championship back in the day. But with, Samoa Joe, he's Mr. Money in the Bank. He's continuing to try and, make a name for himself. He's already a former Universal Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Former Intercontinental Champion as well. So this man knows how to get it done in that ring. But the thing is now, for Samoa Joe, is when does he cash it in? He has up to a year, so I mean, he can damn near drag it out to the very last day. So it seems like he wants to target the Hardy Boys, and that's what he's going to get. Matt and Jeff just recently reunited to become a tag team once again. Both of the guys were kind of singles past. Matt Hardy at one time formed a tag team with Bray Wyatt at one time on Monday Night Raw, formerly the Raw Tag Team Champions. And then eventually that would be taken out, Bray Wyatt turning to his alternate ego, turning into the Fiend, and kind of going from there. But as here is Mr. Money in the Bank, ladies and gentlemen, when do you think Samoa Joe cashes in? I mean, we are just a couple weeks away from King of the Ring. Does Samoa Joe decide to cash in there? Your WWE champion is not in action as of tonight so far, but I mean it's still early. We do have a couple confirmed matches for later tonight, but I mean, as of right now, Daniel Bryan, your WWE champion, the Planet's champion, is not in action. So Joe will have to wait and kind of find out what goes on, but we have a lot to talk about, especially Mr. Money in the Bank, as well as, the King of the Ring pay-per-view as itself here. Is everybody here in London, England, really behind Matt Hardy? We're going to kind of see where this is going to go right now. Referee rings the bell. Samoa Joe and Matt Hardy going to kick us off here. And Samoa Joe bringing the fight here early just to kind of kick us off here. Oh, bringing that innovative offense coming right out of the gate on Matt Hardy. And if I'm Samoa Joe, I mean, obviously Matt Hardy is not, a high flyer per se. He's, especially when you compare him to Jeff Hardy. But, Matt Hardy knows how to, use his offense to, get him championships, especially here in Universe mode. So, I mean, you can't deny Matt Hardy. He's a veteran, one of the best of all time. Going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer for sure with his brother. But, if I'm Joe, you gotta, come right at Matt Hardy. And especially with this being a no-holds-barred matchup, you don't have to use weapons per se, but I mean, it's going to be very helpful with whoever's able to get, maybe a steel chair, a kendo stick, anything like that. And it looks like Matt Hardy's going to go out here to ringside, going to maybe find something, and there's a kendo stick, innovative offense, Oh, I guess maybe not right now anyway, but I mean, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy were a part of the famous TLC matches with the Dudley Boys and Edge and Christian back in the day. I mean, Matt Hardy knows how to get extreme when he needs to be. And obviously Samoa Joe, he's fought the best of the best both here on Raw and SmackDown, and Joe knows how to kind of deal with that. Is now Joe gonna go maybe for a big maneuver? No, Matt Hardy with a nice forearm strike has Joe on the ropes here, literally. And now, Matt Hardy, oh, okay. Oh, nice sit-out powerbomb, a little bit of assisted powerbomb with that top rope there. And this is a good thing now. Matt Hardy just has the momentum, kind of continuing to, little by little, just take down Samoa Joe. And now, oh, nice face buster, taking him down again. And Matt Hardy trying to get everybody here in London behind him. Can Matt Hardy pull off a big upset here tonight? Big haymaker, and then there's a little bit of a spear in the corner there. As Matt Hardy. Oh, look at these just big hit, just bouncing Samoa Joe's head off the top of that turnbuckle. And now Joe gonna make Matt Hardy pay with a nice snap suplex right on that kendo stick. Oh, right in the lower back too. That is not gonna be feeling good whatsoever. Oh, so vintage Samoa Joe. For a big guy, Joe knows how to move. Oh, and then a nice uppercut. So we kind of mentioned the card that we kind of mentioned that, you know, we had a couple matches here and there that are kind of confirmed already for tonight. Later on tonight, we're going to have AJ Styles taking on Sheamus, the Celtic Warrior, one-on-one. AJ Styles has a one-on-one Intercontinental Championship match with the Fiend Bray Wyatt at King of the Ring. Is hold my thought here. Just a one count, so Joe's going to have to do a little bit more damage. But AJ Styles, current #1 contender. And, you know, it's Bray Wyatt, the one that the Fiend pretty much is going after AJ Styles. And we don't really know you know, why Bray Wyatt is attacking AJ Styles. You know, the Fiend does his own damn thing. So, I mean, it's kind of mind games. AJ Styles kind of just got over this big feud with Daniel Bryan over the WWE Championship. And it seems like, you know, Bray Wyatt may want to kind of attack him while AJ Styles is low at the moment. As Matt Hardy connects with the side effect and go for the pinfall here. Will this be enough? 2? No, 2.5. How much more does Matt Hardy need to do here to put away Samoa Joe? And Matt Hardy, is he thinking about Twist of Fate here, ladies and gentlemen? Kick to the midsection, here we go. Twist of Fate to Joe. Is that all she wrote? Pinfall. 2. No, 2.9. And Matt Hardy getting right in the face of the referee. Referee saying he was right there. The shoulders were up. It was not a 3 count. So Matt Hardy's going to have to dig down deep once again here as a gut wrench right on the kendo stick. Matt Hardy getting kind of extreme here. And now, again, he's going to throw that arm on the kendo stick. You may not think that's going to do too much damage, but it's going to add up. Sooner rather than later here. As now, oh, nice Russian leg sweep here. As again, Matt Hardy continuing to try and do some damage here. But oh no, Joe getting too much time here. And a belly-to-belly suplex. And just like that, Samoa Joe, Mr. Money in the Bank, is back into this matchup. And now, Samoa Joe with an STF of some sort. Submission hold is applied, middle of the ring. Referee right there making sure to see if Matt Hardy's going to tap out. And Joe not able to hold on long enough. Matt Hardy able to get out of it. But Joe able to connect with that big old suplex. And again, affecting Matt Hardy. And going for the double chops again. Matt Hardy gonna make him pay with that swinging neck breaker. But Joe right back up to his feet. Gonna make Matt Hardy pay with that STO. This has been a great opening contest. We still have plenty more here to come, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned, AJ Styles and Sheamus. We still have Shayna Baszler versus Mandy Rose. We're going to hear from actually Shane McMahon to address kind of what's going on with the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's confirmed to be Bayley and Charlotte Flair. But, you know, Shayna Baszler's trying to get into that matchup. We'll kind of have talked about it later as the Coquina clutches in the middle of the ring. Will Matt Hardy tap? Nowhere to go. And yes, nowhere to go is correct. Samoa Joe makes Matt Hardy tap out in the middle of that damn ring. Like him or not, Samoa Joe gets the job done here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, that very well could be your next WWE champion. The question is, will it be sooner rather than later? Or are we going to have to kind of wait and see when Joe's a very smart man. He's a businessman. He's going to decide when it's the right time. And tonight, Samoa Joe was able to dig through, take the biggest of maneuvers from Matt Hardy, and able to survive the onslaught. And Joe picks up the big win. When is it going to be for Joe? When does he cash in? Hopefully we'll find out. For Joe, big opportunity. Could be a new champion. As now I'm being told we're going to hear from MVP momentarily. You will never disrespect Bobby Lashley again, Daniel Bryan. And tonight, I am asking Shane McMahon, and The Rock to do the right thing. And I am requesting that Bobby Lashley has another match. But tonight, not just a normal match with Daniel Bryan. I'm requesting a no disqualification match for Bobby Lashley to take on Daniel Bryan tonight. We are back after that MVP promo there, and MVP asking Shane McMahon and The Rock to do the right thing and kind of basically requesting a match for Bobby Lashley. MVP and Bobby Lashley kind of having an alliance these last couple weeks, and we'll see if that comes to a head tonight. We possibly could get Daniel Bryan versus Bobby Lashley tonight in a no disqualifications matchup. I mean, I'd love that. But the question is, will we get that match? We'll have to wait and see. But here comes the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. And for Sheamus, he's one of the best wrestlers you can say, obviously. But his win-loss record is just not there. He's struggled without having a tag team partner and, you know, kind of disabling his tag team with Cesaro and everything. It's just kind of hasn't been the best thing for Sheamus. And Sheamus is looking to, try and get something going in his career. And maybe tonight a win over the #1 contender AJ Styles may get Sheamus where he needs to go. But it's not going to be easy. And we are just officially 3 weeks away from the King of the Ring pay-per-view. Smackdown is being represented by Drew McIntyre, the gentleman that was able to defeat Andrade in a one-on-one contest. And with Drew McIntyre representing SmackDown, he very well could be getting that opportunity to face Daniel Bryan if he defeats the Raw superstar that's representing Monday Night Raw in that main event of King of the Ring. So it's Drew McIntyre versus the winner of that match. The winner of that matchup gets to main event SummerSlam against their championship. So Drew McIntyre would be facing Daniel Bryan, and then for Monday Night Raw, it would be whoever the winner is versus the current Universal Champion, Braun Strowman, at that time. But obviously champions are not always champions forever, so you'd have to wait and see. But here is a former Universal Champion himself, former Mr. Money in the Bank, AJ Styles, the Phenomenal One, is in the building. And can AJ Styles show why he is the Phenomenal One here tonight, taking on the Celtic Warrior? And I'm actually getting word right now that after this very match, we're going to be hearing from Shane McMahon to also address what's been going on with the whole Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, and even Drew McIntyre after Drew McIntyre was attacked after his King of the Ring finals matchup against Andrade last week. After he defeated Andrade, Daniel Bryan would go on to attack Drew McIntyre. So Shane McMahon is going to be here tonight addressing that whole situation. But first we got to go through this very big matchup here. AJ Styles, big reverse suplex, takes down the big man Sheamus. And also tonight we are going to see the former longest reigning United States champion taking his partner Buddy Murphy in a tag team match, as they will be taking on Kevin Owens and Aleister Black in the co-main event of the evening. We're still waiting to see if Shane McMahon's going to make Bobby Lashley take on Daniel Bryan in a no disqualification matchup. That'd be a hard-hitting match for sure. As into the corner we go here, Sheamus. Maybe going for a belly-to-belly possibly. AJ Styles kind of felt that was going to go bad and able to connect with that devastating dropkick. As now Styles. Big stomp on that arm there. That is not going to be feeling good for Sheamus. But, Sheamus, he's one of those guys that can sustain damage over a lifetime, man. He's just very, very difficult. I mean, you could be the biggest guy in the roster and have all these devastating maneuvers, and Sheamus, it feels like he could do twice as much damage, which is just scary, honestly. It's just a 1 count there. Sheamus going to try and get back up to his feet before AJ Styles does. Going to try and capitalize possibly here. As now Sheamus here. Oh, look at how easy that was for Sheamus. And now just going to bring those big hammer fists right to the dome there of AJ Styles. Kind of playing cheap here with Sheamus. But as of right now, representing the King of the Ring card, as of right now, Daniel Bryan does not have a championship match as of right now. Also, we have the Intercontinental Championship. That will be on the line, as we have The Fiend Bray Wyatt taking on AJ Styles one-on-one for that Intercontinental Championship. That's going to be a hell of a matchup. As well as the Women's Championship, Bayley. She is going to be the #1 contender, currently taking on Charlotte Flair, the current SmackDown Women's Champion. Now, there's been a big, kind of debacle from some of the fans, kind of saying, Shayna Baszler, she made Bayley tap out last week. What's going on with that? Well, we're going to have to kind of hear from Shane McMahon about, what's going to be going on with that situation. Is it maybe going to be a triple threat match at King of the Ring? What's going to be going on with that? We'll hear from Shane later on after this very matchup to kind of address that situation as well. But also, we have the Tag Team Championships for SmackDown, the new Foundation. We do not know who they are taking on just yet, but we got plenty of time these next couple weeks to kind of find out who Rowan and Harper will be taking on. Oh, wait a minute. Calf killer. Calf killer applied, but referee right there. Rope break. And now AJ Styles. Uh-oh. Is he thinking about the phenomenal forearm? That's what it looks like he's thinking about. AJ Styles, here we go off the ropes. Phenomenal forearm. Is that going to be enough? Styles doing the right thing here, making sure he cannot grab that bottom rope. Here we go. 2. No, 2.5. And Styles cannot believe it. Had the calf killer in for a second before the rope break, and then also having that beautiful phenomenal forearm, but it's still not enough just yet. How much is left in Sheamus? I mean, Styles is going to have to really dig down deep. Sheamus, man, he's, like I was mentioning, he can take a lot of damage, so you got to be able to just keep on bringing that attack to take on Sheamus here. And now Sheamus getting back up to his feet here, starting to possibly get to him. You could maybe have that fatigue kind of brewing right now. As AJ Styles has him right where he wants him. Can he continue this onslaught here? Is now Sheamus going to push him away, showing off that power as well, making him look like a cruiserweight, obviously. As now Sheamus, hard Irish whip to ringside, and this is not going to fare too well for both of these gentlemen here. But back in the ring, I thought maybe Sheamus was going to maybe kind of go outside the ring, obviously like what they were, and just, kind of just beat down AJ Styles, the #1 contender. But it looks like he may not even have to do that, as look at the Celtic Warrior. Oh my goodness. That very well could be end of this matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. Is this enough? Pinfall. 1, 2, no, 2.5. Still a lot of fight, ladies and gentlemen. Can AJ Styles dig down deep? Sheamus has him right where he wants. A brogue kick out of nowhere. And surprisingly, Sheamus not wanting to go for the pinfall right away. That's really surprising. And that's the veteran maneuver there from AJ Styles. Getting out of the ring after being connected with that brogue kick. And now Styles going outside. Oh, and connecting Sheamus with a drop kick. I think Sheamus was going to maybe try and run the other way real quick. Maybe, I don't know what the explanation is, but I mean, Sheamus got connected to the drop kick, but now able to get something going here. And now Sheamus here, gut-wrench suplex to the outside. This is Sheamus rubbing it everyone's face here in London, England. Are you not entertained? Just rubbing it in everybody's face. And as much as, some people might like Sheamus, this man, he needs to pick up some wins. So, I mean, once he starts getting a winning streak going, I think he'll be able to do this. I think it just is this little taunting stuff like that. It's maybe going to be kind of affecting his win-loss record here and there. As Sheamus was trying to, go for that single leg the whole time. He did some damage to AJ Styles, but still. And Sheamus going to go back in the ring, it looks like. AJ Styles just kind of, recuperating as a belly-to-belly to AJ Styles there. That is not going to be feeling good, ladies and gentlemen. I can tell you that for sure. Oh, and then a big chop to the chest. And oh, AJ Styles is not afraid. You can definitely tell that there. As still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Shayna Baszler takes on Mandy Rose one-on-one, as well as Apollo Crews and Buddy Murphy take on Kevin Owens and Aleister Black. And after this very matchup, actually, we're going to be hearing from Shane to address not just McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. He's going to be also addressing the SmackDown Women's picture currently. As AJ Styles, oh, wait a minute. Going to go for the Styles Clash. Dropping him. And now AJ Styles. Is this enough? 2, 3. Yes, it is. AJ Styles with a big victory over Sheamus tonight. That is what Styles needs heading in to that big matchup against the Fiend Bray Wyatt, with that Intercontinental Championship being on the line. What a back and forth matchup. Sheamus, like I said, you know, that taunting of the crowd, you know, Sheamus is always known to do that, but I think for Sheamus, he just needs to, you know, get it down the ring before taunting. But I mean, that's Sheamus for you. Styles versus the Fiend for the Intercontinental Championship. That match is going to be fantastic. Can Styles walk out the new Intercontinental Champion? That is something I want to see. The best versus the best, and we're going to get that in 3 weeks' time at King of the Ring, as now we send it back to Shane McMahon. I see McIntyre and Lashley aren't too happy about what Daniel Bryan has been doing lately, and I don't blame them. Daniel Bryan's been doing whatever he wants to. So, I have an idea. Tonight is going to be a triple threat match. Daniel Bryan, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, triple threat main event. And also to address the whole SmackDown Women's division, Shayna Baszler did make Bayley tap out last week, but Bayley rightfully won the number one contenders matchup. So, King of the Ring, SmackDown Women's Championship is staying Bayley versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. Alright, it is time. Mandy Rose taking on Shayna Baszler. And there's Sonya on your left, Mandy Rose there on your right. Sonya Deville's more of the more serious type usually, but it seems like she's just feeling herself today. Mandy Rose more serious. Because I mean, she's going to have to be. Because it's a one-on-one contest with one of the dangerous women in all of WWE, and that being Shayna Baszler. This is going to be a hard-hitting match for sure, ladies and gentlemen. But a lot of people are going to count on Shayna Baszler to win this matchup very, very quickly. No discounting what Mandy Rose brings to the ring, but Shayna Baszler's one hell of an athlete. Former NXT Women's Champion. One of the best that NXT has had. I mean, maybe wasn't the longest time that Shayna Baszler was there in NXT. Her and Lacey Evans kind of going back and forth with the whole NXT Women's Championship and all those shenanigans. But Shayna is on SmackDown, and that is a good sign for the SmackDown Women's division. It's pretty stacked. Bayley, Shayna, Carmella. You got obviously all these other women, like I mentioned, like I said, Charlotte, Bayley, Carmella, Shayna Baszler, all just all these women that are just a real asset to the women's division. And I think Mandy Rose and Shayna Baszler, or I should say Sonya Deville, pardon me, are very underrated per se in the way of, you know, just give these women time. That's all these women need is time to kind of showcase what they can bring to the table. Referee rings the bell. Here we go. Comes Shayna Baszler working on that left arm there. And maybe also Shayna Baszler can, you know, also work on, you know, trying to show why Shane McMahon should have put her in this matchup. Because right now it's going to be staying Bayley versus Charlotte for the SmackDown Women's Championship. But maybe if Shayna can, within these couple of weeks, kind of show why she should be out of that matchup, then maybe Shane will add her. But as of right now, that is not going to happen. As Shayna just decimating Mandy Rose here, especially with that devastating spear here, as it seems like this match has kind of been all over the place. And not in a bad way, I say, just with all the technical difficulties in the ring, it looks like, ooh, right on that elbow. Shayna Baszler just trying to make Mandy Rose just basically quit this match after just sustaining so much damage. And Sonya Deville absolutely loving what her tag team partner bringing to the table. Forearm strike there. Didn't really even affect Shayna Baszler. As now here comes Shayna. Here we go, Shayna. Oh, what a suplex. Bringing the power to the game here. And also, a big announcement from Shane McMahon. Triple threat main event. Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre. First time ever in a triple threat match against each other. I cannot wait to see, and I bet Daniel Bryan is fuming right now backstage. Oh, God. Big elbow here, and now through Thesz press here. Mandy Rose trying to fight back into this matchup here. And, you know, that's all she can do here. Oh, big punch to the ribs there. You do not want to get in a striking battle with Shayna Baszler. She could make you submit in so many different ways here. Oh my God, look at these knees. Knees right to the face, it looks like. Oh my God. And now Shayna just feeling herself here, basically saying, this is the competition I have to face? Come on now. As now Shayna tossing Mandy Rose to the other corner. Oh, and a big boot to the midsection. And again, now just the devastating knee right to the face, and it kind of seems like that's what Shayna's all about tonight, just attacking the face. Sonya getting involved here. Roll up here. Is this gonna be it? 2? Oh, 2.5. Could you imagine Mandy Rose rolling her up and winning this matchup? And now she's gonna pay. Shayna looking right at Sonya here with these knee strikes. Oh my God. How much more can Mandy sustain? She's taking so much knee damage, and talking about running knee strike, that's vintage Rose. And now Shayna Baszler just connecting with her own, so these women bringing out these knees out tonight. Just a 1 count. Shayna Baszler. Gotta be kind of surprised. Usually it's gonna be to do a little bit more damage, but I guess not. It's now Shayna with that snapmare, missing out. Mandy Rose, can she capitalize? Here we go into the corner. What does Rose have to do to pull off an upset victory? Okay, little kicks to the midsection, trying to bring down the former NXT Women's Champion. Little by little, that's what you gotta do. You gotta keep on attacking her. And oh, okay, look at the strength of Mandy. Oh, okay. Mandy could be very close to an upset here. And now Mandy gonna go for the pinfall, rolling her over. Referee right in pinfall attempt position here. Just a 1 count. So these women have been hitting devastating maneuvers, and it just hasn't been enough just yet. And now a kick to the midsection. Here comes Mandy. Oh, nice. And are we gonna see an upset victory for Mandy? 2. No, 2.5. Shayna still has fight in her. Mandy Rose cannot believe it. And if I'm Sonya, what else do you got to do? I mean, you've already gotten involved in this matchup once. What else do you have to do to really help your tag team partner out? It's a kick to the midsection here. Shayna Baszler. Oh, gut wrench. Oh, nice gut wrench suplex. Oh, she ain't done yet. Shayna. Here we go. Oh, and another one. Oh, I thought she was going to go for a trifecta, but could have been enough anyway. 2. Oh, 2.5. Mandy Rose doing really good in this match. Surprisingly. No offense to Mandy, but I thought maybe Shayna would take Mandy to the woodshed, and that is exactly the opposite of what's currently happening. A good back and forth matchup. Kick to the midsection, and now Shayna. Oh, now into a submission here. The Coquina Clutch type maneuver here. Is Mandy going to tap? Yes, she does. Exactly what Shayna did to Bayley last week here on SmackDown. Another victory for Shayna Baszler. A much needed one for Shayna. This almost costed Shayna. Was looking right at Sonya. Sonya got involved, but Rose not able to fully get that pinfall roll up there. as it's just a back and forth match. Randy Rhodes brought a lot. I was very impressed. And if I'm Shayna, she may not admit it, but I'm impressed too. If I'm Shayna, brought more of a fight than most of us expected, to be honest. But in the end, Shayna Baszler showing why she could very well be your women's champion in the near future. Big tag team match coming your way here. Apollo Crews and Buddy Murphy taking on Kevin Owens and Aleister Black. And for right now, Apollo Crews, it seems like he's trying to get Buddy Murphy under his wing and kind of, really get him going, trying to help out his career. Buddy Murphy's had some matches, especially against Kevin Owens, that has, very, very impressive. And Buddy Murphy, he has the skill set, the maneuvers, even the mic as well. And I think, with a Crews kind of bringing him over with this, this alliance per se, I guess it very well could help out Buddy Murphy's career. Apollo Crews was the longest reigning United States champion for the longest time here in Universe Mode. So we're going to see if Apollo Crews bringing Buddy Murphy under his wing will help out Murphy's career. And maybe, will Crews, try to get a singles championship again, or maybe these guys need to get some tag team action going. We'll see. But here comes Kevin Owens. This man is currently trying to get the fans behind him. Owens has always been someone you cannot trust whatsoever, but Owens is doing his best to try and somehow, some way get those fans behind him. And I think a little bit it's going to take a while, but I think for Owens, keep doing the right thing. I think these fans will get behind him, but it's going to be a while. And with Kevin Owens taking on, or partnering up with Aleister Black tonight, I think this is maybe a step in the right direction. Owens has had his beef with Apollo Crews as well as Buddy Murphy, so Owens would love to put away these people, both Crews and Murphy, and then also Aleister Black, and maybe even try and do his best to help out Kevin Owens with this as well. And now here he comes, Aleister Black, former champion in his own right, ladies and gentlemen. Former NXT United Kingdom champion. One of the best that NXT had to offer. Losing it eventually to Tyler Bate. And I think it kind of got to him obviously back in there. But I think for Aleister Black, he has one of the best win-loss records in all of WWE, especially on Smackdown as well, ladies and gentlemen. And if I'm able to ever pull up those beautiful stats of his, I mean, it's just... It's crazy. So right now, Aleister Black has a record of 22 wins and 9 losses. It's very impressive. For Kevin Owens, currently, he has 9 wins compared to 16 losses. So maybe with him trying to get the crowd back in his favor, maybe that very well could help him out. For Buddy Murphy, he's currently 3 wins, 5 losses. And for Apollo Crews currently 12 wins and 14 losses, which is very surprising as him being the longest reigning United States champion. And, to mention, currently our Intercontinental Champion, 15 wins, 8 losses. That is the Fiend Bray Wyatt. A lot of those win-loss stuff is kind of before Bray Wyatt has turned into the Fiend. AJ Styles, 22 wins, 15 losses. And let's kind of do the main event tonight. So Bobby Lashley, 4 wins, 13 losses. We have Drew McIntyre with, 20 wins, 15 losses. And Daniel Bryan has 15 wins to 10 losses. So it's all... It may not be all wins and losses per se to certain people. It's just about getting hot at the right time. I mean, I personally think it's all about wins and losses. I mean, it does a lot better for the product when it's actually about wins and losses. But I mean, that's just me, I guess. But either way, here we go. It is your co-main event of the evening. Looks like we got Owens and Murphy kicking us off here. Here we go. And now Owens going to connect with a Samoan drop, taking down Murphy here early. Bring the big fight here, and you know, if I'm Apollo Crews, maybe I should have. Or I should say, maybe Crews should have started off first. It makes it sound like I should have started off first. But I'm currently saying that, you know, for Apollo Crews in his, you know, own first person, saying I should start this off, kind of give Buddy Murphy a little preview what to expect in this matchup type of thing. But it's always good for Buddy Murphy to kind of get his feet wet in this very matchup. Is now Aleister Black with a nice big takedown there of Buddy Murphy. And you know, a lot of times this, you know, tag team match very well could have been a main event for any SmackDown. Honestly, you got a lot of, you know, young talent in this ring. Aleister Black, future world champion for sure. Same for Kevin Owens. Murphy, you know, he's under the tutelage now of Apollo Crews. Crews for sure, he's going to be world champion. The question is just when exactly that's going to be. So it's just so much talent. You just got to take it all in, ladies and gentlemen. It's just so much greatness. And, you know, it's just when these superstars need to realize that they're going to be the best of the best, and, you know, we're going to be in that world title picture. As it looks like Owens and Aleister Black, you know, getting frequent tags, trying to keep fresh here. Super kick takes down Murphy. And again, okay, I mean, kind of wasn't expecting so many different tags in this matchup, but it is keeping them fresh. And now, nice Aleister Black, nice scoop slam there. And, you know, it kind of, with how they're working early, you would think that they've been tag team for well over, you know, 5 years, or at least a couple years, because these guys are just well, you know, just taking it to Buddy Murphy here early. I'm not going to say it's going to be like this the whole matchup, but I mean, it's looking really good. Is Buddy Murphy really in trouble now? He needs to get a tag here to Apollo Crews. And if I'm Apollo Crews, I am not liking what I'm seeing here currently. As here goes Kevin Owens getting another tag into this matchup. And for, you know, for Owens too, he's going to be, you know, wanting to, you know, put Apollo Crews and Buddy Murphy out the rear view mirror right now, and, you know, maybe focus on, you know, going after one of these championships. That WWE Championship, or even the the Intercontinental Championship. The United States used to be on this show before eventually the drafting over to Monday Night Raw. So that's why the Intercontinental Championship is on SmackDown. And now Buddy Murphy finally gets a tag, and now here comes the longest reigning former United States champion, Apollo Crews. Oh, going for a big punch there. Owens with a forearm strike. Bringing the big fight to Apollo here. And another one. Now, here we go. Kevin Owens drenching on the neck area there of Apollo. And Kevin Owens doing the right thing again. Gonna get himself a tag. Here comes Aleister Black. Crews having some trouble breathing here, it seems like. Especially when he's on that middle rope here. As a backdrop, back suplex, taking down Apollo. Apollo Crews is in a bad spot. And again, we're going to see another tag. And I feel like that kind of takes a lot of momentum out of the matchup with these tags. I mean, it's keeping them fresh. It's just, you know, a lot of the momentum could be taken out when you could be easily beating down your opponent. As now here we go with the tag. Aleister Black making his way back into the ring. Oh, but a devastating forearm strike. And Aleister Black down and out momentarily. But I mean, they haven't sustained a lot of damage. This match has been dominated by Aleister Black and Kevin Owens. We'll see if that changes as an Olympic slam there from Crews. Can Crews start to fire up his tag team here? And oh, swinging neck breaker. That's devastating as all hell there. And now Crews, oh my goodness, bringing out the almighty power there. And now here comes Buddy Murphy. Perfect time to Murphy to, you know, kind of, you know, learn from Apollo Crews after those devastating maneuvers. And oh, look at Murphy here. What's he thinking? Oh, uh-oh. Oh, what a gut buster taking down Aleister Black. And now here comes a tag from Murphy and Apollo Crews getting back in the ring. Oh, and a kick to the lower back. That is not going to be feeling good. Luckily, Cruz was right there, so making sure Aleister Black wouldn't be able to get a tag there. Forearm strike there. And this is just your co-main event. We still have a blockbuster main event, triple threat matchup. Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Daniel Bryan in a triple threat non-title matchup. And Daniel Bryan is, I'm being told right now, isn't too happy about that, but I mean that's what he's going to have to, kind of deal with. Oh, we go for maybe a possible tag in the corner, but that ain't gonna. Oh, no, Kevin Owens right there, gonna make sure he gets in this matchup before Cruz could kind of capitalize on Black. And now Kevin Owens here. Oh, nice Samoan drop there. Now so Black needs to get out of the ring before that 5 count, and he does. Cruz kick to the midsection now. Oh, and a devastating lariat takes down Kevin Owens. And Cruz looking to fly here. Here we go. Oh, flying headbutt. Thought maybe he's going to go for a frog splash. Pinfall attempt. Is this enough? 2. Ooh, barely a 2 count even, but I mean, still got it. And this has been a terrific tag team match. Early, I honestly thought Black and Owens was, kind of going to take these two gentlemen to the woodshed because they were just taking it to Murphy. I mean, Cruz wasn't in the match yet at the time, but I mean, he was looking really good. As Owens and Aleister Black with the momentum, can they keep it up here? Cruz down and out at ringside momentarily. And oh, look at this maneuver. Oh my goodness. Did you see them just tossing him up in the air, turning it into a power slam? That's what you gotta love about Apollo Crews. I mean, he's not a fan favorite, but you gotta kind of admit just how good this man is. Oh, big chop to the chest. You could hear that from the seats all the way up top. You can tell these rivalry between, Murphy and Apollo Crews against Kevin Owens. It's heating up. It's definitely brewing. Owens wants to be done with these two, but it seemed like Crews had something in mind against Kevin Owens. And Cruz, being frustrated he lost his United States Championship. Obviously, that's probably trying to find the first man he can kind of take it out on. And Kevin Owens, ain't the first guy you want to try and go after, honestly, but Apollo Crews is not backing down from anyone. As now Cruz getting out of the ring. Going to go back inside the ring, back at Aleister Black, it seems. And Aleister Black going to maybe try and make him pay. Elbow to the heart there. Apollo Crews could be in trouble here. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, nice enziguri to the back of the skull. Black is in trouble. Here we go with a pinfall attempt. Will this be enough? 2. No, 2.5. And imagine what these guys could bring to the table at King of the Ring, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, a running knee strike right to the ribs, connecting on Apollo Crews, and I don't know if he's going to be able to breathe. As now Aleister Black setting up something here. Signaling the end is near. Running knee, stiff knee to the jaw. Crews could be down and out. Referee right here. Is this going to be enough? Oh my goodness, just a 1 count. Okay. Normally, I'd possibly put away his opponent there, but surprisingly it did not. If I'm Crews, I get a tag right now. He has Aleister Black in the corner there. Oh, right to the midsection, attacking him all he can here, but Black not backing down. Here we go into the other corner now. This has been a good back and forth tag team match, ladies and gentlemen. These guys putting it all on the line. Crews doing his damnedest to keep them in their match, and oh my God, absolutely stomping. I think Apollo Crews is bleeding a little bit, and Aleister Black, is he thinking fade to black here? Yes, he does. Right after busting Apollo Crews wide open. Will that be enough in the co-main event to put away Apollo Crews? 2. Murphy right there to break it up. And now Aleister Black just toying with Apollo Crews here. Oh God. Imagine just taking that kick to the skull. You don't even get time to really take it in. It's Big clothesline there. Here comes Aleister Black again. Going for a boot. Ooh, taking down Apollo Crews, and Black is feeling himself here. And Black is firing up, but Crews wants to get a tag here. Can he do it? Yes, he does. I think he just got the tips of his fingers, but it still counts. And now Buddy Murphy's here. Can Murphy change the trajectory of this matchup? Oh, running knee strike. And just like that, Murphy is out. That very well could be the end of this matchup. Not going to go for the pinfall here just early. Going to wrench on that shoulder blade, it looks like. Oh, going to try and torque it out of its place. And now Black feeling himself here. He knows he has this tag team right where he wants him here. And now Black. Fade to Black. Is this it? 1, 2, 3. And Apollo Crews just got up at the last second. Not able to break it up. And Aleister Black and Kevin Owens picking up a big win over Crews and Murphy. What a match, though. That was a hell of a tag team match, man. I could honestly watch this tag team go at it all day long. Aleister Black and Kevin Owens doing great favor for each other there tonight. Maybe Kevin Owens is done with these two gentlemen. I mean, I said that before, and we're still here, so we'll have to wait and see. But unrealistic tag team we've ever seen here, Owens and Aleister Black. For one night only, possibly? Big tag team win, though. But it is blockbuster main event time tonight. It is main event time, and we get the gentleman first coming out, who is representing King of the Ring for Smackdown, the main event. Drew McIntyre. He's going to have a big matchup. He's going to have the main event of King of the Ring, but the question is, who is he facing for Monday Night Raw? There's a lot of gentlemen on that Raw roster that are trying to get that. And we're being told right now that there's a big match that is going to be kicking, or going to be the end of Monday Night Raw. That will be actually the main event of Monday Night Raw. It is going to be Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton in the main event in the second round of that King of the Ring tournament. To open up Monday Night Raw, it's going to be EC3 taking on The Miz in the first round, as well as later on in that night, we're going to see Ricochet taking on Dolph Ziggler as a part of the ending of that first round. So a lot of big stuff coming your way on Monday Night Raw. Usually SmackDown doesn't like to promote too much of Monday Night Raw, obviously, but when you have a big match for Drew McIntyre coming up, you got to kind of wait and see who exactly Drew McIntyre is going to, kind of have to get ready for. And just imagine if it's Drew versus Brock, or Drew versus Randy. And I can't count out Miz or EC3 or Ricochet or Dolph Ziggler, but if you want a big main event, you got to definitely see yourself with Brock Lesnar or Randy Orton. We may not get that, possibly, but we'll have to wait and see. But there is Bobby Lashley. MVP will not be here at ringside. Shane McMahon made sure this match is a triple threat match. Nobody from either stable will be in this matchup. So obviously MVP, obviously being with Bobby Lashley, and also, you have the new foundation with Harper and Rowan being with Daniel Bryan. Just something you gotta deal with. But this is, you could arguably say this is one of the biggest main events you're gonna see here in SmackDown's history. And we've had a lot of great matches. A lot. And I could probably go through plenty of main events, but tonight this is what we're gonna get. And like I mentioned earlier, I did mention Bobby Lashley's record. It's not the best, yeah, but it only takes one win to really get you going at the right time. And obviously Bobby Lashley was such a talented dude, man, even with possibly one of a bad record. But you got to kind of give him a chance. As there he is, ladies and gentlemen,
Daniel Bryan, the planet's champion. You could just see the distaste in Daniel Bryan right now. He does not want to be here in London, England, right in front of all these British people. And he doesn't even want to be in this triple threat match. But I mean, Daniel Bryan had this coming. Attacking Bobby Lashley after their one-on-one contest. And then attacking Drew McIntyre after Drew McIntyre defeated Andrade in the King of the Ring finals matchup to represent SmackDown heading into King of the Ring. And Daniel Bryan hasn't come out and say it, but a lot of people have said, Daniel Bryan's doing it to send a message to Drew McIntyre that if you're going to represent SmackDown and end up winning the main event, that I'm right here. My eyes are on you. And maybe for Drew McIntyre, that means that he's a threat for that WWE Championship. Maybe that's just me saying that, but it is colossal main event time. Lashley, McIntyre, Daniel Bryan. Here we go. And now Daniel Bryan. Oh! Nice suplex there, taking it to Lashley. And then going to come right after Murphy. Not Murphy, McIntyre, sorry. Murphy obviously was in that last match. And Daniel Bryan coming right out of the gates after both men. And for Daniel Bryan, you don't want these guys getting your hands on them because it's going to be a tough battle for sure. As a nice snap suplex, I cannot talk. As now McIntyre with an Irish whip off the ropes here, going to connect with almost an elbow there, but both of these men being big, it's going to be tough to really feel each other out. And wait, submission, headlock, submission. Is he going to tap? Early in this matchup, is he going to tap? Nope, still early enough. Lashley not going to allow that to happen. As now into the corner we go. Lashley focusing on McIntyre. He saw him coming, and he's going to make him pay with that snap suplex. But again, Daniel Bryan, the Weasley champion that he is, able to take out Lashley. Now it's a one-on-one contest. This is what Daniel Bryan wants. And this is maybe a little bit of a preview of SummerSlam's main event. McIntyre versus Daniel Bryan, possibly. Oh, and McIntyre already busted open already, it seems like. A little bit of a cut on the face there. Can't really tell from this angle. Oh, is a big forearm strike again to that cut. I think it's on the cheek, actually, of Drew McIntyre, but maybe that was the hair. I couldn't really tell here from this angle. Going for a big boot. And, Daniel Bryan with a face buster. And now Lashley doesn't know what he's doing. And now we're going to see a Luthez press on Daniel Bryan. This is a hell of a main event. I know it's kind of just getting started, but this is a tremendous main event. This is the first time ever matchup. Three of, you could arguably say, the best here on SmackDown. Bobby Lashley may not have the best record, but overall, I mean, Lashley's an absolute freak. You don't being called the Almighty for no reason, man. It's now McIntyre dominating both men momentarily, taking it to the champ and Bobby Lashley. And now Daniel Bryan with that clothesline to the outside. Down goes McIntyre. And now we get to see Daniel Bryan take on Lashley here one-on-one. We saw this a couple weeks ago on SmackDown. Pinfall attempt. Just a one count, though. Now, what does Daniel Bryan need to do to Bobby Lashley here? And nice suplex toss from Bobby Lashley. It's not a lot of people can say they're throwing around Bobby Lashley. And now all three men at ringside. And now McIntyre back in the ring. A little of a cluster. They don't really know what they want to do to each other. Lashley kind of hurting himself there. And now McIntyre going to try and make him pay here. Back suplex right on that arm. And that is not going to be feeling good whatsoever. It was, I believe it looks like 3 weeks ago that Daniel Bryan defeated Bobby Lashley in the open challenge in the main event. That's kind of leading to this whole thing of, MVP's not too happy with that, with Daniel Bryan attacking Lashley after that very matchup. As Drew McIntyre kind of trying to get in the face there of Daniel Bryan, but McIntyre being tossed right into those steel steps. And Bryan trying to clear out the situation, trying to get away from Bobby Lashley, and just kind of try and focus on Drew McIntyre. That's a good thing. And just toss him right into those steel steps. That is not going to be feeling good. And now Daniel Bryan coming after Bobby Lashley and throwing him right into the steel steps. And the champ is in a phenomenal position, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm Daniel Bryan, I just chill out in the ring. I mean, obviously, you got to win by pinfall or submission, but I mean, still. Going for that running knee strike, Bobby Lashley easily moving out of the way. And oh, it looks like these gentlemen are working together. A brief alliance here. It's not going to last too long. As now Lashley throwing him to the other steel steps. And McIntyre absolutely loving seeing Daniel Bryan just being decimated by the almighty Bobby Lashley. And now, now McIntyre and Lashley back in the ring. Two absolute titans going at it here. Going for a forearm strike. Lashley saw it coming. A little bit of a lockup, a stalemate here currently. Kick to the midsection. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Oh! Is that enough? 2! No, 2.5. What a devastating future shock DDT there. It was that good that I couldn't even think about it in that time. Is now Daniel Bryan. Oh no, this ain't good. Bryan looking high risk, high reward situation here. Here we go. Hurricane Rana tossing him halfway across the ring. And now Lashley, the Almighty, has him up. And now a submission hold. Will Daniel Bryan tap? Nowhere to go. And oh, looks like Daniel Bryan fighting out of it momentarily. But how much damage was done to the ribs? And oh no, the bell lock. I should say single leg submission hold. That single leg crab, I guess you could honestly call it there. There's a lot of things you could call it, but either way, it was effective momentarily. Looks like Lashley's down and out. If I'm Bryan, I toss McIntyre out of the ring. Oh, and a clothesline. Didn't get all of it, but it was enough. You know? Oh, kicked in the midsection there from Drew McIntyre, and then a shoulder bump. Takes down the champ. And now McIntyre with a pinfall. 2.5. I mean, Lashley was out of it there for the longest time. I honestly thought it could have been it. As this is a perfect time for McIntyre to put away Lashley. Can he do it while Daniel Bryan is down and out at ringside? Here we go. Gut-wrench suplex, tossing about halfway across the ring there, give or take. Is now McIntyre with a release suplex. Showing off that power and absolute strength here. As now McIntyre stomping on the dome there. And uh-oh. This is vintage Daniel Bryan with that German suplex. Pinfall attempt. Will it be enough to put away Drew? 2.5. More fight from McIntyre. And now Daniel Bryan. What is he hit? What's he thinking? Uh-oh. It's going to be the no lock. The no lock. Daniel Bryan. Will McIntyre tap? Yes, he does. He taps. McIntyre had to tap out. Down and out in this whole matchup. Daniel Bryan able somehow, some way, able to make Drew McIntyre tap out in the middle of that ring. Bobby Lashley was down and out. It was a good back and forth matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Daniel Bryan just able to hit that no lock, formerly known as the yes lock, but right here, the middle of the ring, Lashley, but Daniel Bryan just way too much, ladies and gentlemen. Who can stop this man? Who does Daniel Bryan face at King of the Ring? We have to wait and find out. This is your main event here on Smackdown. What a win, ladies and gentlemen. Big win there for Daniel Bryan, making Drew McIntyre tap out in the middle of the ring. But there's something that MVP brought up earlier. And, you know, Bobby Lashley technically was not involved in the decision there. So how about this? Next week here on SmackDown, we're gonna have ourselves a match. It's gonna be Daniel Bryan taking on Bobby Lashley in a non-title match, no disqualifications. If Bobby Lashley wins, Bobby Lashley will get a WWE Championship match at King of the Ring. But if Daniel Bryan wins, he will not have to defend his WWE Championship at King of the Ring. So, Daniel Bryan, you're going to have yourself a test of the ages. So, you better start preparing for next week.